Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the channel.
Yo, 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 MTV Raps.
Breaking Bad, Season 1, Episode 6. It was another heavy one, Episode 5. You know, Walter's family put him through a little bit of an intervention. You know, he had this whole situation where his wife kind of spilled the beans on his whole cancer diagnosis. And while they were at a party, his old partner, you know, relationship,
colleague,
wanted to just flat out pay for his treatment. Wanted to give him, like, kind of did it like, hey, you want a job?
But, you know, we have really good health insurance and stuff.
Kind of lame, but kind of cool and kind of helpful at this. Like, I don't know how the right way of going about something like that.
It's like, but like, what happens when he's all better then? You just like,
all right, cool,
so
bye.
We're done now.
You're fired. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be really awkward. But they held the intervention. Walter basically was like, I want to sleep at home. I want to live at home. I want to enjoy the last days that I have left. And that wasn't good enough for his wife. And, you know, Hank and his wife kind of maybe started on this side and then kind of went and agreed with Hank. And
no, she was
like,
totally
about,
I'm all about Hank's decision.
Yeah, quality of life.
I'm all about Walt's decision.
Yeah, just quality of life. Let him kind of do it how he wants to do it. And, you know, it was a very emotional thing because it you know, we said this last time, but it's almost an impossible situation to put yourself in there, because it's like, yes, you want to fight, you want to beat the cancer, and you want to get healthy, and you want to live a long life, but at the same time, you don't want to be living in total misery, and you don't want to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars if you really don't believe it's going to work. And, you know, you want to live as comfortably as you can while going through something like that. And it's like both sides make total sense. And it's just like such a hard thing to like put yourself in while watching it on a TV show. But of course, after all of that, despite Walt being like, this is my decision, I don't want to do it, at the end, he tells her, let's do it. And then, of course, in grand Breaking Bad style, they end a really deep episode with a little bit of fun, and he just shows up at Jesse's house and he's like, let's cook, let's do it.
You want to cook?
So he's going to pay for his treatment through his pension, which is now cooking meth and being the best cooker of meth in all of Albuquerque, while his brother-in-law is potentially searching for him. Because Jesse flat out failed, by the way. I'm sure his meth was just perfectly fine, but it wasn't glass. It wasn't art.
He wants glass.
It wasn't art. And maybe something kind of clicked with Jesse too, working with somebody who was a complete knucklehead and goofing off the whole time.
Literally.
So maybe he got a little bit of Walt's perspective on that, and maybe he gets focused and he's like, yes, let's do this. Let's go make so much money.
Well, I mean, he was originally trying to apply himself by applying himself to a real, like, job, which turned out to be a sign flipper.
Right, which wasn't...
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Do what you gotta do.
It's not what he was expecting.
Yeah.
And so I think they both... Obviously, they didn't both agree to it, but it feels like the team is back together, and they're going to...
getting the band back together.
And they're going to cook some meth, yo.
Yep.
You ready to check out this episode?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's get something straight. The chemistry is my realm. Out there on the street, you deal with that.
Deal.
As far as our customers go, I don't want to know anything about them. I want no interaction with them whatsoever. No more bloodshed. No violence.
What?
What the hell?
What?
Looks like there's more violence and more bloodshed.
I know, that looked like blood coming from a bag, and Walter's losing his hair due to chemo, I'm gonna assume.
I think that's a fair assessment.
What the fuck?
That's a really
That went from, like, a current to a future?
That's a really interesting cold open. I like it.
Oh.
Wow.
I like being here with you. It would make me feel a little better knowing that you were there when Walter Jr. gets home from school.
So you call me when you're finished?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Have you been in touch with Elliot? Because I haven't seen a check from him.
Yes, I got it.
Really?
Okay.
Lies.
It came last week, and I put it right into my credit union account, so... taken care of.
He's gonna get caught up for sure lying to her. We already know she likes to investigate shit.
Yep.
I love the way this show is shot.
I know. I the time lapses are so dope.
That's like a hyperlapse.
Interesting. I never heard that term before.
Chemical reactions involve change on two levels. If a reaction happens quickly,
Does this school know?
I don't know.
generates enormous bursts of energy. Who can give me an example of rapid chemical reaction? Hint, hint. Right here.
Like an explosion?
Yes, good. Explosions. And the faster reactants, i.e. explosives, and fulminate of mercury is a prime example of that, faster they undergo change, the more violent the explosion. So, explosions.
What's happening?
Okay.
He's probably getting some side effects.
Start reading on your own from the top of...
Is he gonna throw up? I was just thinking that when he said explosions. And he was just like...
I got it, Mr. White.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Hugo.
When you don't let me in, when you don't tell me what's going on, when you're coming home so late and we're just left wondering where you are.
Paying for chemo.
Walt, is there anything else you're holding back from your family?
Just this little thing.
Yeah.
Now's the time to share.
I like to be alone. I mean, at times. And it's not about you, really.
Maybe knowing what you do when you're alone might make it easier for your family to be more accepting of whatever it is you do.
Yeah. Yeah, Walt. What do you do when you're alone?
I like to go on walks, enjoy the nature. Cacti, vegetation. It's really very therapeutic.
This is difficult to watch.
Yo, God, you okay? Sit down, get some air.
He hasn't told Jesse, has he?
Not according to what we've seen so far.
When were you gonna tell me? Cancer. You got it, right?
You can tell that?
My aunt had one of those dots on her
Oh, shit.
to target the radiation. I'm your partner, man. You should have told me. What stage are you?
3A.
Onto your lymph nodes.
Damn, he knows a lot.
I guess if you've had a family member go through it, I don't think that's stuff you forget.
I guess, he just puts off this, that he's an idiot.
That's why you're doing all this. You want to make some cash for your people before you check out. You gonna be able to finish the batch?
No. You do it.
Me.
What happened to your mad skills?
Next time, put an ice pack on your head during chemo. My aunt said it helped with the hair loss.
Oh, what?
And the use of their use of jump cuts are awesome too.
Right. Gotta make the rounds.
That's really not as subtle as they think it is.
Right. I mean, this is just sad. You laugh, but because it's just a TV show, but this is like real shit.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to start at 3.
I'm out there making fat stacks, man. Chill. 26 big ones.
Wow.
Is that all? $26,000?
No, that's 2,600.
Oh.
Oh.
Here is 13.
How much meth did you sell?
Nearly an ounce. You think it's cake moving a pound of meth 1/10 at a time?
So why are you selling it in such small quantities? Why don't you just sell the whole pound at once?
What do I look like, Scarface?
It's unacceptable. I am breaking the law here. This return is too little for the risk. Well, I tell you, I know a lack of motivation when I see it.
Jesus.
Mr. White's coming out now.
We have to move our product in bulk, wholesale. Now, how do we do that?
Wouldn't that make you more noticeable?
We need a distributor now. Do you know anyone like that?
Yeah, I mean, I used to. Until you killed him.
Shit. These two are the worst.
Who took Crazy Eight's place?
Some guy named Tuco.
So then just go talk to Tuco.
Like, hello, sir. Hey, I know you don't know me, but would you be interested in a felony quantity of methamphetamine?
Well, yes, but maybe with a little more salesmanship, perhaps.
You can't just bum rush some high-level ice man and start cutting deals. You need an intro. You need someone to vouch. I mean, we're making money. Why can't you just be satisfied with the way it is?
Come on! Jesus! Just grow some fucking balls!
Damn.
I mean, you start selling meth in bulk, that does change their game a lot, I would have to imagine.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't think Albuquerque's that big. If people start finding out that they're selling large amounts of meth, I would have to, especially artistic meth, I would imagine that would spread around town pretty fast. Ugh, dude.
How do you even work? I mean, I know you have to. You have to work.
Why hasn't he told anyone yet? Or has he? I don't know.
Mr. White?
Aww.
Hugo's like a big teddy bear.
I know, I love Hugo.
Well, I had some questions I wanted to run by, work related.
Oh boy.
Do you recognize that? Found out on some Indian land about 40 miles from here. Oh, the label on the inside used to say JP Wind Chemistry Lab.
Really?
We found it near an abandoned car. It belonged to one of our snitches. Went missing a while back. No body yet, but we're pretty sure, you know, probably chopped up in little pieces.
Was Crazy Eight an informant? Or Amelia?
Yeah. It was Crazy Eight.
No students have keys.
Shit, I should hope not. My question is, do any little piss ants know where you keep them?
I keep them right here in my pocket anyway, so...
Walt, look, I know they're your students. Do not underestimate them. Big mistake. Are there any other respirators? Because I'm counting 6. Inventory says 8.
Shit.
So you know that guy we were talking about, Tuco?
We're hauling a pound to the dude right now.
Some meth monkey had a feeding frenzy in here, okay? You gotta keep better watch over your turf.
I will.
We don't want people to start wondering about you, man.
You have no idea.
Right, no. Right, absolutely not.
I'm terrified right now. Like, I'm like holding my breath.
Are you sure you're tight with this guy?
I don't think
what's
this...
happened.
Break out the ice.
Okay, there was a Ziploc on that bag. All you had to do was open it.
Booyah! Wow! this kicks like a mule with his balls wrapped in duct tape.
Wow! Where'd you get it?
I cooked it.
We got a deal.
I haven't said how much.
How much?
35 large for the pound.
Scud! Go on, get out of here.
You want me to float 35 G's?
You don't trust me?
This shit is tense as fuck.
I'm fucking terrified.
I don't do business that way.
No, dude!
Come on! Oh.
Was this dude in training day?
Alright. You got me really...
Up front. What's the catch? Is that why the bag had blood all over it at the beginning?
Why?
Nobody moves crystal in the South Valley but me, bitch!
Oh, because he was selling it? Or what?
I don't know. Did he just frickin' jack him for all that meth?
I think so.
Morning, Hugo.
We've never had a problem with you.
What the hell?
Is that Uncle Hank?
What?
Did Hugo have history? This is not good.
This whole episode is tense as fuck.
Hey, Uncle Hank, why were you arresting Mr. Archuleta the other day?
Turns out he has a record. Yeah, a couple of possession beefs. We figured he was the guy that was stealing your school's chemistry gear. I mean, you know, he had a key.
I mean, sucks for Hugo, but good for Walt, I guess.
Hugo just doesn't strike me as a thief.
Another personal, Walt, but you wouldn't know a criminal if he was close enough to check you for a hernia.
Well,
Now that said, it's like it's you and me, buddy. I'm all in. Nope. Not falling for it, buddy. I fold.
7-2. Got bluffed, homie. Oh shit. It sucks so much.
So you're the cook, huh?
Why don't you say it a little
I
louder?
didn't catch your name.
Does that fool go there and take the bag of money? Is that what we saw?
I hope so. I hope
Tell me
so.
about this Tuco. Tell me everything about him.
I'd rather shave his head than have patchy spots.
I get it.
Morning.
Badass dad.
He looks good with the shaved head. Very shocking to his wife, obviously.
Well, I mean, you're used to seeing somebody with hair, and then I mean, if you came in with a shaved head, I'd be like,
Well, it's also
"What
kind of
happened,
like
dude?"
it's also a clear visual that like he's sick now.
Yeah.
It's like he looks like a
Tuco?
badass now.
I want to talk to Tuco, and I'm not leaving until I do.
I wonder if he's gonna take it to the next level of I don't give a fuck.
I mean, he's got the attitude.
What's your name?
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg. Tell me what you want.
$50,000.
Pardon? I remember that little bitch. So you must be daddy.
Shit, here we go. Here we go, right?
This is not meth.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Are you for fucking real, man?
Are you fucking nuts?
That crystal, it sold faster than $10 ass in TJ. Let's say you bring me another pound next week.
Don't fuck with Walt. Holy shit!
What is that shit?
Fulminated mercury. A little tweak of chemistry.
Teaching students about that stuff.
I love him. I love him so much. Where does the name Heisenberg come from, though?
I don't know. Oh shit!
And just walks away like nobody.
Walter is a bad ass. Holy shit.
Let's get out of there for real.
Seriously. Is he enjoying this?
I think so.
Yeah, he is. What the hell? Wow.
That was a really good episode.
That was a great episode. Holy shit. Mr. Walter White, the chemistry teacher, is now Heisenberg, the greatest creator of meth ever.
The scariest drug dealer because he knows about chemistry.
Holy shit. He would just walk in there.
Blow you the fuck up.
He's like, oh, you're not going to do what I want? This isn't meth. That was such a G move. That was awesome.
That was dope. Yes, I love that. That was really good. I mean, it's terrifying also because I'm worried that Hank is gonna like start to get suspicious of like, you know, okay, well, it wasn't Hugo, and who else has access to the keys, and
I don't know why, like, he was so dismissive of the idea that his kids broke in and took, like, I would have been like, yeah, it's totally one of my kids. Like,
well, no, because you don't want to like, you know, bring any attention. Because then I don't know.
The attention's there. Like, it's there.
I know, but you don't want to,
they're just going to start crossing people off of the list.
You don't want to notify the students because then the parents start to get suspicious.
Oh, man, I don't know. He's, like, dismissing every possibility. Oh, Hugo didn't seem like the stealing type. It's like, you keep crossing people off the list, it's going to come down to you. It's going to get narrowed down to him at some point.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, well, like, we talked to everyone who would possibly have access to this. You're the only one. I would just start throwing people under the bus.
Yep, totally Hugo.
Like, oh, man, it had to have been one of the students. Yeah, like, don't just be like, no, it wasn't, oh, no.
Like, they couldn't possibly get the key.
It's like, oh, my God. I mean, that part, like, I was, like, screaming in my head. I'm like, no, don't like, add people to the list of people they have to investigate. Don't take people off of his list. Make it harder for them to figure this out. Don't make it easier.
Well, I mean, and then that's when I worry about Jesse because he's a former student. Are they going to start looking at former students?
And he has obviously he has a record.
Well, I don't know. Did he ever get caught doing anything?
I thought they said that he did. I don't remember. I thought I heard that. But
I don't go back and rewatch these episodes.
Yeah,
so.
I don't remember completely. I just assumed that he might have gotten in trouble at some point. But it was his house that he was responsible for the first bus that we were going to see. And he had just happened to be next door hooking up with the wife next door.
Yeah.
He just got lucky. So he would have gotten caught up in that moment. But yeah, maybe they do start doing some deep I mean, they're DEA. Like, they're going to do whatever they got to do if they really think that the person is a big deal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I just wonder if Hank will ever truly, like, his view of Walt, like, do you think he would ever view him
in a bad
way? Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's like, even when they were playing poker, he
you're a bad liar, and it's like,
yeah, he thought
actually.
he thought he was able to read his every step, and it's like, no, you just got bluffed. Like, you can't read anything. You don't know anything about, like, he is a criminal right in front of your face, and you have no idea.
Well, I mean, and then, you know, Skylar being suspicious of his actions after work and wanting to be alone.
Yeah, and we already have seen her do investigating and figuring out what's going on. So, like, she's going to be a problem. Like, just like, she's going to be a problem for him just because she's never going to accept the idea that he's out doing what he needs to do for himself to feel better. Like, if I was in that position, I'd probably want to just go away for a little bit here and there at a time.
Because then you have to hear about it all the time from, like, me or the kids or
like
whatever.
That, obviously, that's not what he's doing, but I don't know how you could, like, how the wife could go and be like, I don't believe that you want to be alone, and, like, throw a fit about that and just start questioning that kind of stuff.
I don't think I mean, but then again, I trust you.
Yeah, I mean,
you've never given me a reason not to trust you.
I guess that whole situation with like the weed,
raised suspicions and like the weird phone
lying.
call.
Right, because he was lying. He got caught up lying, so that immediately set off the red flag. Like, oh, what else is like? What is going on?
But ever since then, finding out about the cancer, I would have been like, whoa, right. I'll back off. Yeah. I'll back off.
But she's clearly not. Nothing he says in response to stuff is clearly satisfying enough to her.
No.
So she is going to be a problem. I could totally see it. Like, constantly asking.
You nosy biatch.
Yeah, constantly asking, like, why didn't you come home? What are you doing? Like, and no answer, I feel like, will ever be right. I don't feel like she's ever going to believe that he just wants to go out for walks and spend time looking at cactus. Like, I mean, if I've been to Albuquerque.
If you said that, I would be like, you fucking liar.
Yeah, well, maybe if, like, having cancer changes your perspective on things. You never know. But I've been to Albuquerque. Sorry if anyone lives in Albuquerque, but there's not a lot of, like, really beautiful scenery. It is a lot of dry, deserty stuff. Like, cactus are awesome.
You have the mountains.
Yeah,
you have
I don't like mountains.
Hot air balloon festivals.
I mean...
Anybody else watch Julie G on YouTube? She's fantastic. She's from Albuquerque. She shows fantastic things.
I mean, the cinematography, they've been able to get some fantastic shots in this show.
Yeah.
Between their time lapses and even, I think they got some hyperlapses in there, which are like the high speed... slow-mo combination thing where the lights are like...
Yeah. Well, and didn't you say that they have like the biggest cinnamon rolls?
Yes. They have it was on...
Anybody from Albuquerque, let me know where are you at?
I don't remember if it was Man vs. Food or Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives.
No, I think it was Man vs. Food.
Man vs. Food, yeah. They've got this cinnamon roll. It's literally the size of my head. If I find a picture, I'll insert it. But yeah, it's amazing. It was amazing. And yeah,
I was super jealous when he was like, this is where we're going to go.
Yeah, it was, they even had like a sign in the restaurant, like that they were featured on the show. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Sorry, sidetrack. I'm good at that.
Just a little bit. But hey, Albuquerque, it's about the show. But yeah, like just this whole, I feel like Walt, every episode is like taking it up a notch in terms of just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I need to do. And
it works, though.
Every time. It's because he's a genius. He knows. He's confident. Act like you've been there before.
That's true. Act like you've been here before.
That fool walked in there, was like, I'm going to talk to Hugo. I'm not going to leave until I talk to him. And he throws the, like, did he take the, you think he took the bag?
No, Tico. You said Hugo.
Hugo. What? Tico? Tuco?
Tuco? Jesus, really? We just watched the episode. We already got the names wrong.
I am terrible at remembering.
And I should know because I'm the name person.
But you're not taking notes right now.
I am not.
You take your notes after the episode now. But yeah, like he just walked into that place. They took his meth. He just went and grabbed it. It was like, this ain't meth. Boom. And it just was like...
Blew the windows out.
Yeah, he had total confidence that was going to work. And it was like, you're going to give me this amount of money...
up front
for stealing our first bag and for putting my boy in the hospital, and you're gonna pay me up front and you're gonna take £2. He's just like delivered everything with total confidence, and it's like, damn, dude, okay, scary white guy with a shaved head, because they don't know he has cancer. He looks scary AF with his head shaved like that.
It gives him a different vibe.
I know it's very drastic having your head shaved, but like. He looks super different. Like it is like he had a good head of hair and like to lose all of that and just go straight bald, like he's in this life now. And he gave you a little smile at the end.
I know, right? He was so once he's like, ah, yes,
like, that rush had to have been amazing.
That adrenaline.
Just like the fact that he went in there, blew the place up, walked out with everything that he wanted. And then he had that giant wad of cash. It was probably like the most intense thing ever.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed it a lot.
He did.
I cannot wait
until the next episode
to see where this goes.
Yeah. So our schedule is listed on the community tab if you ever have any questions about when a video will be coming out and what video will be coming out.
And if you're new, which you might be because you might not have been a fan of the other shows that we watched previously. But
how could you?
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
But we don't like to finish, or we don't like to start new seasons at the end of the week, which is why we're only getting 2 episodes this week, because this season ends on episode 7. We're already at the season 1 finale, which is pretty amazing. So we usually do that Tuesday, Thursday, if we have to finish a season. We don't want to start it on like a Thursday and then pick up the season. We rather start the season on our Tuesday, do episode 1, 2, and 3, start the season fresh in a new week. So that's why the schedule is the way it is. If you were curious.
If you've watched up to this point, you know what to do.
Do you want to switch up the color just to see who's paying attention?
I need some red hearts.
Are there red hearts?
I think so.
Okay. Hopefully there's red hearts.
A red one or a pink one. I'll take either.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. That was a great episode.
Like how I cut you off there to talk about schedule.
But it was very smooth. You actually let me finish my thought,
I don't do that.
Which is very good. So leave them comments below. Leave Nikki a pink or a red heart if you have made it to this point. Would be very impressed if you have.
Because then that means you heard about the community tab and the schedule information.
We are very appreciative of all of you who stick around and watch our entire videos. It's just... That's awesome. We love it. I think it's great. We both think it's great.
I'll have to look up the analytics on that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that we've got you guys sticking around. We like that a lot. Because we love our discussions at the end. They're so much fun to talk about this stuff. So leave your comments below. What did you think of that episode? Heisenberg, huh? Cool, dude. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification. We will see you guys next time.
Yo.
Have a good one, yo.
Biatch.